And then there were 4. It's been a whirlwind of a conference inside the PBA bubble with a grueling schedule, tight protocols, injuries left and right, and games going down the wire. But now it's the test of tenacity, perseverance, and sheer determination to get to the final round, the best of 5. The TNT Tropang Giga, the 3rd seed, making a giant impact at the start of the bubble and lording it over the standings during most of the elimination round with their incredible shooting from Rainbow Country. The Phoenix Super LPG Fuel Masters, the 2nd seed, living up to their name in fiery fashion and reborn with a new name, a new coach, a new kit, a new system, and the resurgence of one Calvin Abueva. Who can run faster? Who can shoot better? Who can adjust quicker? That's the headline on tonight's Sports Page.
The hottest headlines.
The integral issue.
Who will join the pantheon of the great?
What's the outlook of the future of sports?
The game changers.
The history makers.
Stories that make sports eternally compelling.
Open the Sports Page.
Can you believe it? Just a few weeks ago, we were talking about how to start this bubble. And now we have gotten ourselves to the semifinals. And we have 2 of the protagonists, the teams that are already there. We already have Phoenix as well as TNT already there into the semis. And we have some of the players who will participate in that part of the semis. And we've got the Dean Kinito Henson with us here today. Joining us will be none other than Calvin Abueva and Matthew Wright, who are still reeling from that magnificent win against Magnolia just last night. And we have RR Pogoy, who is playing so well in this bubble. I'll let the Dean fire the first few questions. Kinito, go.
Okay, last conference, actually last season no, sa Philippine Cup, yung Phoenix nag-3rd place. Yung TNT, hindi man lang nakapasok sa Final Four. Ngayon, Phoenix, 5 wins in a row. Ang TNT, ang record nila over the last 6 games, 3-3. Calvin, sa tingin mo, sinong may momentum sa game na to? Game 1 ng semifinals, TNT at Phoenix.
Para sa akin, pantay lang kasi yung momentum namin nandun at ang momentum nila. Malalaman na natin dito sa Game 1 sa Wednesday.
RR, yung TNT kasi, the last championship ng franchise was in 2014-2015. Kung bibilangin natin yung mga conference na dadaanan ng TNT na wala silang championship, umabot na ng 13. So palagay ko, gutom na kayong makakuha ng championship. Eto na ba? Alam ko, dadaanan nyo ang Phoenix bago mag-finals. Pero sa tingin mo, nandiyan na ba ang momentum sa inyo?
Siguro nakuha na namin kung ano yung gusto namin. Unang-una yung twice to beat. So tapos na kami. Next naman is yung papasok sa semis. So pero yung iniisip kasi namin dito ngayon, 1 game at a time. Di pa namin iniisip na mag-champion na kaagad. So pero gutom-gutom na kami na mag-champion.
Well, kung titingnan natin yung offensive stats of the eliminations ng ating Philippine Cup, ang Phoenix number 2 sa opensa, ang TNT number 3 sa opensa. A lot of people, Matt, are saying that this is going to be a shootout between 2 of the league's most explosive teams. But in the quarterfinals, Phoenix held Magnolia to 88 points, TNT held Alaska to 83 points. I mean, what's the score? Is it going to be offense? It looks like in the quarterfinals, it was all defense.
I think it's going to be a little bit of a shootout. Both teams are in the top 2, I think, in 3-pointers made and attempts. So, we're going to stay true to what got us here. And we know that TNT is going to shoot. They're going to let it fly like they've always done. So, but at the end of the day, it's going to come down to who's going to want it more defensively, like you said. Both teams have had spurts of defensive genius at any given moment. So it's just about who's going to be more consistent.
Matthew, take us back to that clinching game against Magnolia last night. I mean, what a game. You were down by 2. You took a 3-point shot. Magnolia knew the only way that you guys could beat them was if you beat them with a 3-point shot. You were able to move away from your defender. Rafi Rivas moved away from you to provide really a clear lane for you to shoot that running triple. How did that feel? And obviously, you were looking for a three-point shot to win it.
Yeah, my initial attack, I tried to pass to Calvin, actually. It got broken up. Calvin somehow got the ball back and passed it too quickly. So I actually lost track of time. Coach Stopex had to remind me that there's only 3 seconds left in the shot clock. I forgot that, the shot clock was still on. I was going to just make it the last shot of the game. And I just blacked out. I really can't tell you. I don't think I've ever practiced that shot before. And
Okay.
I think if you give me 100 attempts, I don't think I'll be able to make that again. So
Okay, we've called that shot the Rainbow Runner. But just to work on that shot, Matthew, when you did the crossover against Baroka, did you know exactly? You said that you were not going to do the runner shot, but the straight up. But did you adjust at that point after the crossover?
I just did what felt right. It felt comfortable. If I was in motion, I was in rhythm, and that was the shot that I came up with. There's really not much to say about that. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be able to make that again. I'm just lucky that shot went in.
Matthew,
Okay.
you said you were looking to pass the ball to Calvin. Were you looking for a 2-point shot at that point? Were you looking to just extend it to overtime?
We were just trying to look for the best available shot. So I saw a driving lane, and everyone collapsed on me. So I tried to dump it down to Calvin, but it got deflected. And then after that, I realized I don't really want to go into overtime against this team. I was getting beat up all game. It's a physical, it's a physical bunch over there, the Magnolia hot shots. So I thought that if we're gonna lose on my last shot.
Okay. RR, ikaw naman. Paborito mo yata ang Alaska. Nung first game natin sa bubble, biglang pumutok rito. Master na yata ng TNT ang laro ng Alaska at ito'y napigilan nyo nung last game.
Siguro ginagawa ko lang kung ano yung binibigay nila kasi parang nakafocus din sila kina Ray, Kuya Jason, so medyo ako yung nalilibre. So yun, buti naman kasi ilang games din nag-struggle ako sa 3 points. So buti naman kung kailangan na namin ng shoot naman yung mga tira ko sa quarterfinals.
Unang
Patauin
patikim,
na kita.
RR, anong palagay mo sa laban ninyo, laban dito sa Phoenix na ito na umuusbong dito sa ating bubble?
Siguro magandang laban to kasi yun nga, parehas na team na daming tinitira na 3 points, tsaka mas more on depensa yung team namin, mas more on depensa din yung team nila. So siguro kung sino lang yung susunod sa game plan at sino yung gustong manalo, yun talaga yung mananalo sa laban na to.
Calvin, matanong kita. Nung game ng TNT at saka Phoenix eliminations, medyo tinabakan kayo. Hindi ka naglaro kasi hindi ka pa eligible at that time. Pero ang record ng Phoenix 2-0 bago maglaro. Ang record ng TNT 3-0 bago maglaro. 7 players ng TNT nag-double figure sa puntos. Phoenix, dadalwa lang. Medyo talagang nilampaso kayo nung laro na yon. Pero nga, hindi ka naglaro. Ngayon at maglalaro ka, magkakaroon ba ng malaking diferensya? Calvin?
Oo, malaking diferensya. At yung energy na binibigay ko sa team, iba eh. Hindi rin ako more on points eh. Ang ginagawa ko, hustle, assist, rebound. That's the extra effort para sa akin. Para rin sa mga teammate ko, kung sino malibre. Pupukol lang, gano'n. Mas nakumpleto kami ngayon. Andiyan si Alex, ako. At maging masaya tong series na to para sa amin.
Matthew, I wanted to ask you about the rotation of starters with Phoenix. In your game, in the quarterfinals against Magnolia, you didn't start. First time you didn't start. RJ Hasul started for the first time in the conference. Calvin had only his second start. What's going on? What's the rotation? What's the rationale behind the changing rotations for the starters with Phoenix?
You gotta ask Coach Stopex. It was a little bit of a shock when he told me that I wasn't going to start that game. He actually had me meet with the rest of the coaching staff to explain to me the situation. So I mean, I looked at them. I asked them, "Do you all believe in this game plan? Is this what all you guys believe will work?" And they said yes. And I said, "Okay, then I'll go with it." My job is just to go out there and play, regardless if I start or not. I know that I'm going to end the game.
Malamang nakikita mo na kung anong mga nangyayari sa game plan ng Phoenix. Sa tingin mo ba, kayo nasa-psych out sa mga tactics ng Phoenix na ganito?
Depende na lang sa anong gagawin din ng coaching staff sa amin. Kasi yun nga, titingnan namin kung anong mga ginagawa nila sa elimination round, kung ano din gagawin nila sa amin. So, depende na lang sa coaching staff namin kung anong gagawin nila.
Okay, time out. Time out. Mayroon tayong first break. Si Kinito, 100 ng question. Handa na ba kayong tatlo sa 100 question ni Kinito? Palagi. Okay. Magbabalik po ang sports page pagkatapos nito. Back with us here on Sports Page, and it's time to check out our sidebar with some numbers about TNT and Phoenix. TNT is on their second semifinals, or in their second semifinals in the last 3 conferences. The last time was in last year's Commissioner's Cup, where they eventually lost to San Miguel in the finals. 2 is also the Phoenix team's second straight semifinals appearance in the Philippine Cup, and they also lost to San Miguel Beer. 6, Phoenix has appeared in 6 conference playoffs in 12 conferences overall in the league. 6.67, Calvin Abueva's assists per game, the most in the league. 27, this is TNT's 27th semifinals appearance in franchise history, leading to 19 finals appearances with 8 championships. 47.82, the number of rebounds per game for TNT, the highest in the league for this conference. And that's our sidebar for tonight. Let's send it over to Kinito for a few more questions. Kinits?
Kanina, tinanong natin si Calvin tungkol sa feeling niya kasi hindi siya naglaro nung first meeting between TNT at Phoenix. Ikaw naman, ngayon at maglalaro si Calvin. Sa tingin mo, malaking diferensya sa takbo ng laro in the game 1 ng ating semifinals?
Oo, malaking diferensya kasi alam naman natin si Calvin kung anong mabibigay niya sa team nila. Lalo na yung energy. Nakasama ko yan sa Gilas. Sarap kasama pag teammate mo yan. So siguro ko malaking diferensya talaga pag maglaro si Calvin.
Si RR kasi naka-3 over 30 points na sa conference. Naka-45 points siya, naka-30 points, naka-34 points. Sa tingin mo, sino babantay kay RR?
Hindi namin masasuggest yun kami babantay dyan. Si coach na magsasabi kung sinong babantay. At hindi kami magpo-focus sa isa. Po-focus kami sa lahat kasi hindi lang isang player lang ang gumagawa sa kanila. Almost lahat eh. At ang gagawin namin dito, yung depensa namin, masigpitan namin kasi almost shooting field goal nila sa labas. Sobrang laki at sobrang buenas na sila. Kaya sa amin siguro, sting na lang namin kung paano namin mapipigilan yung outside shooting nila.
I want to ask Matthew. Matthew, last time we talked about how much fun it was to shoot in this court at the AUF in the bubble. I think we forgot to say that Jason Perkins was also enjoying shooting here. How valuable has Perk been to the total attack of Phoenix in the conference?
Oh man, he's been huge for us. He's when games where I'm struggling to score, or games where the defense is really keyed on me and they double and they trap on ball screens, Jason's the one who he puts the team on his back. He's one of the candidates for MVP as well, and it just shows in his game. And if you know him personally, you know how hard he works, how dedicated he is to basketball, to his craft. He watches film nonstop, very relentless. So, man, he's been a huge revelation for us this conference.
Matt, TNT looked like it addressed its center problems. They brought in Poyaram in the offseason. Now they've got a very reliable 5-man on the floor for them. What about Phoenix? You feel that the 5 spot is a missing or a weak link as far as Phoenix is concerned? And you see Calvin, Justin Chua playing a lot more center than otherwise. What do you think, Matt?
To address your first question, absolutely not. I don't think that's a weakness for us at all. Justin Chua is leading the league in blocks. He's shooting 40% from three. That's not a weakness to me. And the way that basketball has been going, the trend, the center position is starting to die off. Everyone has to adapt now. Luckily for TNT, Poy can shoot the three. And, he does happen to be 6'8", so that helps. But whatever we lack in size, we have Calvin to come in and grab the rebounds for it. So, I think we've been known for being a small team, but we have big wings. We have long wings, athletic wings to make up for that.
Matthew, choose one. Playing defense, zone defense, or man-to-man defense?
Man-to-man.
Okay.
Man-to-man, absolutely.
Okay, choose one. Fast game, slow game?
Probably fast-paced.
Okay.
Okay. Kinito, I'm gonna ask RR naman. RR, ano adjustment na ginawa niyo nung umpisa ng ating elimination, may string kayo na hindi kayo matalo-talo, tapos biglang nagkaroon ng string ng mga pagkatalo. Anong adjustment ginawa niyo sa laro niyo para maging strong yung finish niyo nang matapos yung ating conference?
Yung sunod-sunod na yung pagkatalo namin, we watched the video kung anong ginagawa ng mga ibang team sa amin. So yun, nakita namin kung ano yung ginagawa nila, yung weakness namin. So yun, buti na lang na-address namin kaagad. So yun, maganda yung finish namin.
Okay. Tanungin ko lang si Calvin, nagtitimpi ka ba o kung minsan binabangga ka nila, umiiling ka na lang, napapansin namin, o ito na ba yung bagong Calvin Abueva na laro lang ang kino-concentrate?
Yung reaction na yon is second time na pumasok yung Phoenix sa semis at hindi ko na napigilan yung reaction na yun kasi iba yung reaction namin na yun, tinalo namin yung ilang beses nagte-champion, Magnolia, and then second time pumasok ng semis, kaya yung energy, yung joy, and then tama na, tapos na, prepare kami dito sa semis.
Hindi naman pwedeng walang emotion no? Nag-enjoy lang talaga.
Kumusta naman ang reception? Kumusta naman ang welcome ng mga player ng PBA? Nung nabigyan ka na ng gold signal, natuwa pa sila na makakabalik ka na? Ano?
Meron mga natuwa, meron mga nalungkot kasi iba rin kasi yung bigay ko dito sa team ko at yung nga sinasabi nila pag napunta ka dito sa ibang team, ganito, ganyan, masaya sila. Pero pagkalabang ka, iba. Pero actually, yung nilalaro ko ngayon is yun yung naka-goal ko sa sarili ko at sa team ko na pag bumalik ako, hindi lang panalo yan natin, baka makakuha pa tayo ng mas malaking premyo pagka naglaro tayo na maayos.
Calvin, yung suporta na binigay sa ni Commissioner, alam ko, 100% ang support ang binigay sa ni Commissioner. Ano naman ang promise mo sa kanya nung finally nabigyan ka na ng go signal?
Yun nga, sinasabi ko naman kay Com na, Com, ito yung lalaroin ko, ganyan. Pero, syempre, hindi rin maiwasan yung mga bigay na, pero, tingnan nyo rin kung ano yung mga ginagawa sa akin. Kasi, nilalaro lang ako hanggat sa nilalaro ko. Ako, hindi naman ako yung taong, physical lang naman ako eh. At alam naman ni Coach Topex lahat ng mga nangyayari sa amin ngayon. At yun, nagagampanan ko rin yung mga ginagawa ko ngayon.
Okay.
Salamat, Calvin.
When we return, we'll take a look at what the fans are saying about the two teams that will participate in this half of the semifinals. Don't go too far away. We will be on the other side of this break here on Sports Page.
Well, we definitely got to defend. We have to rebound, and we have to stay disciplined to our system. Same thing, like I said, it's just more about just trying to be ready because they're definitely going to come out strong. They're confident. They won a tough game, and we want to bring out the same energy.
Sports Page rolls along, and it's time for That's What They Said and what you are saying out there from your comments on social media. First, si Ria Fojas. I hope TNT pulls this one off. I hope they'll be mindful of their mistakes and take extra care in their games. Neil Escalona, Phoenix in 5. Thought TNT got the experience and the firepower, but I want the underdogs to win. Bets Perez, Phoenix, great redemption for Abueva if he behaves. For Mr. Wright to claim to be one of the greatest scorer shooters of this generation. For Coach Topek, that's good, guys. Finish first and not last. Cliff Agipo, I'm a loyal TNT fan since Cardona Lapag era, but if this would recreate what Powerade did 8 years ago, I'm all for it. I want to see something new in the Philippine Cup Finals. This will be an exciting series. This is the true finals of the conferences. But biases aside, I'll take TNT in 4. Aris Rivera, TNT, good matchup as long as healthy. Si the Blur, mahihirapan ang Phoenix. Alain Lasqueti, Phoenix. And I can't wait to see the matchup between Parks and Abueva. Settle this on the court once and for all. And that's what they said. Tinito, you're smiling. Why?
Parks versus Abueva. Calvin, ano sa tingin mo? Maghaharap ba kayo? At anong sasabihin mo sa kanya?
Actually, hindi naman against sa kanya. Rival ng team to. At ako sa issue na yon, move on na eh. Wala nang dahilan para balik-balikan eh. Pero dito sa series na to, team by team kasi ang naglalabanan dito, hindi naman individual. As long na maganda kung sino maganda ilalaro, yun yung aangat. At sa akin, I give my best dito sa team para makaangat kami ng finals.
RR, matanong kita, no? Tungkol sa mga bagong salta ng TNT, nawala sa inyo si Kelly Williams, pero marami naman pumasok. Si Poy Eram, of course, si Simon Enciso, si Kip Montalvo, tsaka si Lervin Flores. Ano naman ang mga contribution ng mga bagong salta ninyo? At mukhang magandang chemistry na pinapakita ngayon ng TNT under kay Coach Mark Diggle at saka kay Bong Ravena.
Kay Poy naman tsaka kay Lervin, yun ang kulang talaga ng talk and text ng team namin eh. Legit talaga. So andyan si Poy, so laking tulong talaga ni Poy sa team namin ngayon. Tsaka ni Kib tsaka kay Simon naman is makapahinga si Kuya Jason. Yun, nakakatulong talaga sa team.
Over to Matt now. We asked RR about the new guys in the TNT side. What about the new guys in the Phoenix side? Brian Aruela, JR Reyes, Jansen Rios. How have they contributed? And do you think your team has gotten better? I remember the first 5 games of this conference, you didn't play Abueva, you didn't play Malyari. You were playing with 12 guys. And now you're up to 14 guys as against 15 from TNT. What do you think about your new additions?
Ryan has been huge for us defensively. He picks up the point guard full court. He's just what we need in terms of a defensive stopper. And JR, he's a veteran. He comes in and he tutors the young guys like Jory Napoles and even Jason. He's been in the league for a long time. He has a lot of knowledge that he can share with the other bigs. And Jansen, aka Bomba, as we call him.
Okay, I'm going to ask, I don't believe in those underdog stuff, no? But the fans are talking about underdogs. If you think may underdog dito sa series na to, Calvin, ikaw, tingin mo?
Kung ano yung pinapagawa ni Coach, yun yung sinusunod namin. At yun sa amin, kami mismo magdadala kung saan kayo mapunta eh.
Yung punto ni Calvin about the coach, nagkaroon kayo ng, actually malaking pagbabago, no? Because nawala yung head coach ninyo last season, tapos si Topex stepped up to the plate. Siya ngayon ang head coach. Kumusta naman ang transition? Alam ko si Topex nandun naman last year. Pero iba kung head coach na ang papel ni Topex ngayon. Okay naman ang transition? Mukha naman okay because nasa semifinals kayo.
Kasi nung assistant coach pa lang namin siya, talagang always kami, nabibiro namin siya, nagigipaglokohan siya. This time, head coach siya. Yung respeto, umibabaw sa kanya kasi kahit na nabibiro namin siya, pero yung respeto nandoon.
How will this series go? Who do you want to watch out for sa kalaban? RR, kung may babantayan kayo sa Phoenix, sino ang pinakamamarkahan ninyo na player?
Siguro sila naman lahat, pero mas bantayan namin yung si Matthew Wright kasi alam naman natin si Matt puputok at puputok yan. Tsaka yung dapat makontrol namin yung energy din ni Calvin kasi laking bagay ng tulong ng pagdadala niya sa team eh. Nakasama ko na kasi yan si Calvin sa national team. Ang sarap kasama. Pati ikaw, kahit nasa bench ka lang, nadadala ka eh. Pero nakakainis kalaban.
Matthew, who will we watch out for if you're Phoenix? Who do you take in particular on TNT?
Well, they have the big three with Jason, Pogoy, and Ray Ray. We have to really limit Jason because we feel like he's still the catalyst on offense. I know when the going gets tough and TNT needs a bucket, they still go to Jason. So and then from Jason's penetration, then that's when he can hit Pogoy and Ray and those kind of. He's the one who puts them in good spots to succeed. So they have a lot of weapons. You have to really pick your poison. Troy can go off at any moment and Poi as well. So they're a very well balanced team. So, but we feel like the primary person that we have to stop is Jason, especially in transition.
Okay. Last question ko, Calvin, ikaw, sino ang gusto mong markahan dyan sa TNT?
Alos lahat. Pero actually, si Jason kasi sobrang talino maglaro at may nahihirapan man ng mga teammate niya, siya yung mismo kukuha ng bola para mag-ISO na sarili niya.
Kay Calvin, kung gagawa ka ng Dean's List para sa game na to, anong 3 puntos ang dapat gawin ng Phoenix para manalo ng serye?
Siguro may stop namin yung pass break points nila at kung di kami magkaka-turnover ng malaki at doon di naman sila makakakuha ng pass break points. Pangalawa, yung rebound. Kailangan namin kumuha ng mas maraming rebound kasi yun yung opportunity namin para makakuha ng second chance points at yung momentum namin sa assist kasi kung nag-share kami ng bola, mas lumalaki yung confidence namin para tumira sa labas.
RR, ikaw naman, kung gagawa ka ng Dean's List, ano yung 3 puntos para mag-focus ng TNT para manalo sa serye?
Siguro kontrolin namin ng rebound kasi lahat ng talo kami sa rebounds. Limit namin yung turnover namin. Tapos contain din namin si Matthew Wright.
We'd like to thank everybody for being here today. Of course, the Dean, Kinito Henson, has been with us here for the questions. We'd also like to thank Calvin, Matthew, as well as RR Pogoy. We look forward to a great series and an injury-free series for the 3 of you and your teammates as well. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we now would like to go into our last look before we go away. When Matthew Wright last guested here on Sports Page, he told us that the PBA bubble is a test of who the real hoopers are in this league. And boy, this Phoenix TNT matchup is definitely a testament to that. We're in for a treat with at least 3 face-offs between these 2 skilled and talented teams and maybe even more. We've come a very long way since this bubble started and it's only going to get better from here. Good luck, gentlemen. I'm Seb Sarmenta on behalf of all of us here on Sports Page. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you in our upcoming editions.